my name's Ben Christie. I'm an independent renewable energy consultant working in Africa and Asia. And I came here with my wife, Kate, to essentially prepare to have children. We're just married and we want to have a family, and we thought this would be a wonderful way of coming to ground any of the emotional baggage we might have picked up during our lives, which we thought would be a good idea before trying to give birth to another generation. But what we got was so much more than that. Really, I've been a seeker all my life. I've travelled all over the world looking for the divine and looking to understand, the ultimate questions, and reading and really exploring that. And what I've come to understand here very simply is that using the kind of analytical tools that we have from our culture of academia and the rational kind of material understanding of the world just isn't going to get you there. And what's happened to me here is that I've moved from my head to my heart. Very simple, very small, very kind of subtle journey, but it's so powerful, so revelatory, really, that you can access a whole different perspective within your own body just by moving 18 inches from your head to your heart. And in doing so, really have discovered a whole new perspective in terms of how I perceive the world, my position in it, how I fit in. And I feel very grateful for that, for the work of healers who committed to getting our baggage out of the way and allowing that journey to take place from the head to the heart. The centre itself, the staff, and just who create this incredible space of safety and security and tranquility to enable you to have the realizations to get there. I come from a very kind of scholastic background. I'm very interested in literature and information from different sources of academia as broad as possible. I spend a lot of time reading. I've placed a lot of emphasis on that, and so over my during the course of my life I've spent a lot of time talking to people with academic backgrounds and in different disciplines, with the strong belief that information is what's going to get me to understanding. It's going to give me the insights into the questions that perplex us all, with kind of the nature of ultimate reality, but also that it's going to provide the answers to the problems in my life. Why is this going wrong in my life? If I just study another system, or if I take on more information, that'll bring me to the answers, because I'll be able to provide the answers myself. And what I've really learned at the centre at the temple is that information is available to you if you get your head out of the way, if you just put that to one side, not forget it. I haven't forgotten anything. I still know all the things I know, but it's knowledge. It's the knowledge is available through your day-to-day life if you're there to listen. If you can listen with your heart and open up to the information that's coming through, the answers are there. It's very, very simple. Ayahuasca has active components in it, but I think that it's a medicine. This is what the healers term ayahuasca, and I really come to understand that as a much more accessible way of seeing what ayahuasca really is. That it's a medicine, it's a treatment. It enables you to open up. It enables you to see your difficulties, your hang-ups, your damage that you've maybe had from your upbringing or your life, and see them from different perspectives and let them go, so that you're more open, you're more grounded, you're more able just to see things as they really are. Simple as that. And I think a distinction, ayahuasca, as I understand it, is the Quechua name for this plant, this vine. But the Shipibo, where the temple is, the Shipibo people call it Oni, knowledge, and the path of knowledge leading to the highest form of healer that they have in their culture, an Anaya, who is someone who knows, so someone who's completed this journey, this path of knowledge. And I think that's a real insight into what ayahuasca really is. It's not about information, it's not about ecstatic experience per se. It's a clearing to allow you, to enable you to arrive at knowledge. And that journey is an incredibly profound and exciting one. I think that the automatic assumptions that our culture has about psychedelics, about active compounds that shift our perception and our consciousnesses, and the difficult interface those have with our cultural values to do with making money and possibly dominating others and being successful and demonstrating our worth by gathering as many material goods together as we can, is possibly something that misappropriates what ayahuasca really is and what the importance of it is in terms of this ability that it has to clear your own baggage out of the way and allow you to open up to knowledge, which is there and available if you're clear enough to see it. And I think that this unfortunate misconception is what's informing, these debates around treating ayahuasca as a drug that, is detrimental to society. It's actually the very opposite. It literally enables people to be better citizens, to be better in their families, better in their work, better members of community. And I think in that sense, it's incredibly important that, this knowledge, first-hand knowledge, spreads to as many people as possible in as many different walks of life as possible. And I mean politicians, I mean business people, I mean people involved in civic services, to really understand that's what it is, such that we can enable the cultural apparatus in our society to use this incredible tool that could do so much to help us. I think that with this perspective of ayahuasca as a tool that's useful to you in your life, I think that something I'd really want to communicate to someone who's considering coming to the temple is this isn't specific to a type of person. It's not about someone who's already into alternative therapies or alternative ways of life. Yes, it can apply to them, but equally as a tool to enable your own faculties, your own consciousness and your own ability to communicate and to improve your relationships, improve your abilities to think clearly and make decisions based on a grounded and open perspective. It has application for any industry, any walk of life, and I mean that in terms of accountancy, in terms of banking, in terms of politics, in terms of medicine or the law. There's no distinction there, I think, between how it could help you in your life, no matter what it is you do. The fundamental gift or set of tools that it gives you is your ability to approach your life in an open and grounded way, and from then have more energy, be a better communicator, have better relationships with those around you, and ultimately be clearer in your work and do it better. Having thought about, prepared for, and been through my journey at the Temple of the Way of Light, I think I'd describe it as the most wonderful, beautifully organised and run space in a wonderful natural environment run by dedicated and experienced and skilled staff and healers to enable you to have this profound, inspiring, life-transforming journey from an analytical, mental, informational-based understanding of the world, to one that centres on your heart, that centres on compassion and openness and groundedness in a very simple way, thus seeing what's really in front of you, what's really there, without all the filters of your family life, your upbringing, your schooling, your career, the society around us. Just simply put what's actually there, and that's one of the most inspiring, profound journeys I've ever been on, and I'd really encourage you to come here and embark on it yourself.